All right, our next guest played running back at Ohio State, of course, with the Houston Texans as well. And he loves watching his Buckeyes, and they've got a big one this upcoming weekend with Michigan State. Jonathan Wells joining us here on Up to the Second College Football. What's going on, Jay Wells?
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing, man?
Doing well, man. So I'm going to ask you. I know you watch Ohio State. You love them. That's your teams. I want you to make a case for them right now. Why should they be the number one team in the country?
To be quite honest with you, I don't get into all that number one right now. It only matters where you end at the end of the season. You know what I mean? So I'd rather stay around 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? And going into the Big Ten championship, going into the playoffs, I like to be the underdog. You know what I mean? Instead of the hunted. So I don't really care about that. But I mean, we are playing great football right now. The offense is amazing. We're running the football. We're being able to throw the football all over the place. And our defense is playing much better than it has in the last couple of years. So definitely times to be excited, but we're still early in the game.
All right, CJ Stroud, tell me, is he the best player in the country right now?
I mean, it's hard to go against him. I mean, everything's clicking so well. I mean, he's thrown for 1,300 and some yards, 70% passing, 18 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I mean, he's been pretty much flawless this season. And coming off of what he did last year, he has to be in the top 2 or 3 Heisman voters right now. So he just has to continue to get better and work on some of the things I've been seeing that he did in the offseason. And he should definitely be there at the end of the season.
Jonathan, how much better is the defense this year? I know they made a change, obviously, and it's got a more aggressive approach, but how much better are they big picture?
I think they're a lot better. I think definitely the linebacker position is playing a lot better. My guy number 35, he's playing great. Ekenberg, he's playing excellent right now in the middle of the defense. The defensive line is playing well. I would like to see us give up a couple less big plays in the passing game, but we aren't giving up many points. So at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. But the defense is definitely trending in the right direction.
So what does the Ohio State need to do to beat Michigan State?
Just do what we've been doing. Run the football, take what they give us in the passing game. And then those receivers, they're so athletic. They have so much speed out there. They just be able to go run over the top of the defense and make plays as they will. And we continue to run the football at the clip we're running. I think both running backs are averaging over 6 to 7 yards a carry. That's phenomenal for Williams and Trayvon Henderson. So we continue to do that. It'll be tough for anybody to beat us right now till we get to later in the season.
John, I got to ask you, all right, obviously the Michigan loss last year still stings, but I want to go back to your game against Michigan, that legendary performance. Was it 129 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns? I see a little bit of a smirk coming. So talk to me about that one. How big of a game? Do you just give me your memories of that one?
That's a huge game, especially in the rivalry with the Ohio State and the team up north. That game right there really changed the rivalry back into the favor of Ohio State because we had not won up in Michigan for 14 years. We hadn't won there since 1987 before my senior year. So we had been on a long drought. And we were long overdue for some good news up there. So offensive line played great, man. Shout out to them. And we were able to get out to a 23-0 lead and hold on to that because I only played one play in the second half. I would have been well over 200 yards. So it's still a bittersweet moment for me, but we got the W, so that's all that matters.
All right, I got to ask a Texans question. That's your team. You got to tell me, do you still pay attention to them, and how far are they from figuring it out? How many years?
Well, I'll be quite honest with you. I was disconnected from the franchise for years. I just recently moved back to Houston a year ago. So this last year, I've been all in with the organization. I'm a brand ambassador for the organization. So I'm really just getting my hands back around, what's going on around here football-wise. I thought that this early in this season, man, we could easily have 2 or 3 wins right now. We make 1 or 2 different plays, in crunch time, and we're looking at this whole season as a total different direction. So, but that's why this NFL is so tough, man. It's hard to win games. You got to play the full 60 minutes, and if not, man, people can come back and beat you. So I think we're going in the right direction, but if it doesn't show up in the win column, that's hard to say.
Jonathan, man, great stuff. I appreciate you coming on. Let's talk about it as we get closer to the playoffs, all right?
Sounds great, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank